So the first type of more significant spinal injury I'd like to talk about is an injury to the disc itself. There's a lot of different ways discs can be injured. One of the most common that we see is during an auto accident or a significant slip and fall or something that causes some trauma or sudden acceleration, deceleration, twisting, or bending to the spine. That causes a lot of pressure to be placed on the discs when the spine flexes in a way that's out of the ordinary. What can happen is that disc can tear, the annula can tear, or you can end up with a herniation or a bulge. A bulge just means the inside's pushing out. A herniation means the inside has broken out. What happens when you have the injury to the disc, particularly when you have a disc herniation, is you can have a loss of disc height, which means a piece of this disc is now flattened. The vertebrae are closer to each other. You lose mobility, and it can cause some impingement back here where the nerves come out. The disc itself can press out onto the nerve and either impinge the nerve or cause some nerve irritation. That causes pain locally. It can also cause pain to where that nerve goes. For example, up in the upper part of the spine, you've got nerves that run out from the spinal cord down to your fingertips. If you have an impingement or if you've got some nerve irritation, it can cause numbness, tingling, sometimes even pain down in your fingers. Where you have that pain will tell the doctors what level you've got some nerve injury, impingement, or irritation at. Treatment for disc injuries ranges widely. It depends on what the degree of your injury is. It can range from simple rest to physical therapy. If that's not successful, you may need to have or may want to have certain injections done. You can have radiofrequency ablation where they actually go in and they use radio waves to kind of zap the nerves. Sounds unpleasant, and from my clients who've had it done, I can tell you it is unpleasant, but it can produce some good results. If your pain and deficits that you have from the disc injury can't be remedied through those more conservative measures, there's also surgery that can be done. Oftentimes, what's done is they go in and they put a cage material around using metal and rods to hold the vertebrae in place and basically they do the job of the disc in maintaining that spacing between the vertebrae. What happens with that, though, is now you've lost the flexibility in that portion of the spine. When you lose that flexibility, it puts more pressure on the levels above and below the spine. So if you have a spinal fusion surgery, over the long term, you may develop additional problems above or below that location. We've had clients before who've had spinal fusion surgery, were in a car accident, and it caused significant injury just above or below that fusion. That's because additional stress is placed on the part that's just above or below where it's fused. Spinal cord injuries can cause chronic, permanent pain. That pain can do more than just be an aggravation in your back. That pain, when it is significant, can actually cause some amount of cognitive decline. It's not a cognitive decline as in your brain's not functioning the way it used to. It's a cognitive decline because you're not able to focus and concentrate because you've got this disruptive, constant chronic pain. Additionally, long-term chronic pain can cause depression and anxiety, which has a magnifying effect on the pain itself. These are all conditions that are significant and can significantly impair a person's life. For those people who tell me they've got a sprain, strain, they're just uncomfortable and it's taken them a little while to get back on their feet, I'm happy to talk to them and give them advice and counsel. But oftentimes those people don't need our level of expertise in handling their case. It's the people that have the more significant injuries to either their disc or their spinal nerves or to their spinal cord that really could benefit from the expertise that this firm has, the resources that we have available, and the experts that we have ready to go that have assisted us in similar cases in the past.